Hi everyone. What does onions, rice, and cheese make? Well, actually it makes today's dish. We're making French onion soup rice. This one surprised me at how good it is, but hey, I love rice, onions, and cheese, so it wasn't going to be bad. Let's get all our stuff together and make it, because this one's pretty easy to do. Okay, the first thing we need is some rice. About a cup's worth. We need some beef broth and onions. 2 onions, 2 large onions, and actually if you want you can put 4 altogether. Some Worcestershire sauce. Now this is a small bottle of white wine. You don't need the whole thing. We actually only needed a half a cup to go along with everything. We're also going to need the cheese component. That's Gruyere or Swiss. Swiss is a substitute if you just don't have the first. And some salt and pepper. That's pretty well going to do it. I mean, we're going to have some garlic too. There's our onions. I've already sliced them all up and I got them in a bowl. Couple tablespoons of butter. Oh yeah. And we're going to dump these right into the pan. Now, I only did 2 large onions. The recipe called for 4. I think it was okay the way it was. I think I should have done 3. I think that would have done. I was more worried about overfilling the pan. But this worked out okay. We'll stir them up. And because I thin sliced them, they're all going to break up fairly quick. Now into a bowl, we're going to get our rice going. 1 cup-ish of rice. I wasn't entirely sure how much I was making. So it's about 1.25 cups. You know, ish. Doesn't really matter. And I put a little extra in there, so probably 1.5 cups. So we're going to clean out the starch that's in the rice. So warm water, and just swish it around. Swish, swish, swish. And the idea is you're going to dump out that starchy water. You can go do it again, 3 times, and eventually you get it so it's fairly clear. It's not perfect. A couple more times, it probably would have been almost clear. Want about 1 inch of water into that rice, and we're going to put it in the microwave for 10 minutes. Now, once it comes out, it's not done yet. 10 minutes seems to be the right time to take it out. We'll give it a stir. We're going to put it back in for another 5 minutes. And we should have it right on. Back to our onions. Look at them. They're starting to brown up too. Well, these have been going about 7-8 minutes. So now the question is, how far do we want to go? I think this is good enough. So we've got a teaspoon of salt. Garlic can go in at this point if you want to put it in. I didn't. Couple cloves of fresh garlic, all nice and minced. That'll work. And now we're going to put in our wine. Like I said, that's a 1/2 cup of dry white wine. And in she goes. Bloop. Okay, and while we're at it, we're going to put in our beef broth. So I'm going to measure 2 cups out with this. Just like that. And another 2 cups, but I ran out of juice, so at the end I only had about 3 cups in there, but it'll still be okay. We bring it up to a boil, stir it a little bit. Looks good like that. Now we're going to let it kind of boil down a little bit while we tackle our rice. Our rice is out of the microwave. We'll give it a stir. Now, one trick I learned from doing this is if the rice is too dry, like if you overcook it, God forbid if you do, but if you do, you know what? Put in like 1/4 cup of water, put it in the microwave for 2-3 minutes, and it should come out just fine. I've done that before. So there we go. We've stirred it all up. It's good to go. It's kind of cool enough almost to handle. Let's bring out our tin foil tray. There it is right there. Looks good. So our first move is to take all our rice and into the pan it goes. You know, if you got a rice cooker, use a rice cooker. I have one somewhere, but you know, I've never used it. And I've been doing the microwave thing for a long time. But I wouldn't mind trying a rice cooker one time. So we spread all that out. Well, that's a lot for, 4 or 5 people. Our onions go on top. See how it reduced? I guess I didn't really show you. It reduced quite a bit. A little bit of liquid's okay because it's just gonna, it'll just get absorbed into the rice anyway. Put it on top, mix it around, looking good. Last thing is our shredded, I think it's Swiss, is what I had. Could have been Gruyere. If you got it, use it. Or do a combination too. Swiss is close enough. I've used it lots of times. So we're just going to put enough down to cover up the top. About a cup, maybe a cup and a half. Just enough to cover the top. Looks good. Let's get her in the oven. Alright, we're going to put it in at 350 for 10 to 15 minutes till the cheese gets nice and bubbly and melty, kind of like that. You got your melty cheese, you got your cooked rice, and look at all those onions in there. Oh yeah, there you go, we threw it on a plate. This may very well be your favorite rice dish from now on. Hey, another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this and any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.